Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Sunday session. We are meeting after a long time. I think after at least 4 to 5 weeks that we are joining back again. And nice to see Sonali, Devashish, and Sanjay join us. So, hi, Sanjay ji.
Yes.
How are you?
Hello. Yes. Good
Very
morning,
good morning.
everyone.
Good
Yes.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we'll start by expressing our gratefulness, our gratitude to Mother Universe, to the Supreme Power, in silence, with reverence and with folded hands. Thank you. Thank you so much for expressing gratitude to Mother Universe, to the Supreme Power. And we start now relaxing our mind and body. Now, one thing which I want to share today is today's topic is here and now. Here and now is very important to feel happy. Now, why it would be like that? How to be here and now? How to understand that whether we are in here and now? How pain in the body can reflect that we are not in the best of our minds, or we are not in the best of our thoughts and happiness. I will be discussing that also. So we get into relaxing our mind and body. Good morning, Momita. So just to share this. Yeah. So if someone can confirm whether you can hear the sound.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'll make it a little softer. Great. So lengthen your body, your spine. Sorry. Keep your hands in a receiving posture on the legs. Listen to the music. Just listen to the music. And allow the music to heal you, to make you feel calm. Feel it in your body.
Arthur, you may want to raise the volume a bit of music.
Is this okay now?
Yeah,
Is this
because
okay,
your
Dev?
sound is, your decibels are coming much higher than the music. Now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Now it's okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the music get into your body. As if it is being played in your body. Bring a gentle smile on your face. Every cell, every muscle of your body is filled with the music, filled with happiness. And as you listen to the music, you are in the here and now. You cannot be in the past and listen to the music, neither you can't be in the future and listen to the music. What would you hear the music say if it was in words? What would you tell to the music if it was a human being, a person? What about thinking of this music as a friend, as a companion, as a person who listens to you, who hears you out? Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Inhale from your nostrils. Exhale from your mouth, and let the exhalation be a little longer. As you focus on your body, you are in the here and now. How long it has been that you have not spoken to your body? How long it has been that you have not heard the body speaking? Listen to what your body says now. Is there any sensation that you can feel in your body? Feel it, be aware of it. Every time I guide you to focus on any part of the body, smile at it. Say a hello. Your body needs someone to talk to. There needs to be a communication between your mind and body. To be in the here and now, focus on your body. Focus on your head. Relax your head. Remember, smile at your head. Smile to your head and say hello to it. Relax your head. And now let the relaxation move to your face, your lovely face, your forehead, top of the eyebrows, your nostrils, your eyes, muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, muscles around your jaws, your chin, let your face be filled with the music that you are listening to. Let the relaxation move to the chest and to the hands. Say hello and smile to the chest and to your hands. Move your fingers a bit. Drop your shoulders. Smile to your stomach and abdomen and relax them. See if you can feel any sensations in your stomach and abdomen. Every sensation has a meaning. Relax your waist, your hips, your thighs, your knees, cuff muscles and shin bone, your ankles and heels. Say a thank you to your legs. Did you realize that your legs takes the burden of your body? It takes you from place to place. Say a thank you to your legs. See if there is any sensation in your legs, any pain. Say hello to it. Smile at your legs. Smile to it. Communicate with your legs. Let the music flow to your legs. Let your legs become the music. Relax your toes, move your toes a bit. When did you last consciously wiggle your toes? Do that now. Take another deep breath. Focus at the back of your shoulders. Thank your shoulders. Does your shoulder smile at you? Do you smile at your shoulders? When did you last hear the shoulders tell you something? Let the music fill your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Let the relaxation from the top of your shoulders move to the top of your hips, relaxing the muscles around your spine. Thank your spine. It keeps your body straight. It makes your body flexible. Now that you have relaxed your body, smile to it and say a big thank you. Thank you, body. Focus on your breath. Wonderful. Imagine yourself now to be standing in between a lush green garden surrounded by flowers of different colors. Can you compare your body with the flowers? Can you think your body to be a flower? And just as you touch a flower with love, as you accept the essence of the flower, can you do it with your body? Thank every part of your body, every little part of your body, every little cell of your body. Which helps you to live. And you're not even aware of it, that it helps. Say thank you to every cell of your body. Listen to the music once again. Do a micro hit of here out, listening to the music. Wonderful, wonderful. Now gently open your eyes as I stop the music. And be aware of the external sound. Come back to the environment. Om Shanti. Good morning, Snehaji. Good morning, Kakuli madam. So, how did you feel? What was the feeling when you communicated with your body? Was it different, or do we do it very frequently? Is there any pain in your body which has reduced a bit? You can speak up now. How did you feel? What was the feeling when you communicated to your body? Sanjay ji, Kakuli madam, Devashish, स्नेहा जी, कैसे लगा आपको जैसे आप अपने बॉडी के साथ कम्युनिकेट कर रहे थे? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Good morning.
It means we always take it a granted, our body, that I feel. We never notice it. When we pay attention, that time only we notice it. Otherwise, we all means legs and all. We always take it as a granted. Yes, they will do it for us. That's what my feeling.
Okay. And how did you feel when you communicated with your body? कैसे लगा आपको जैसे आपने उनसे स्माइल किए, आपने उनसे बात किए? क्या उन्होंने आपको कुछ बताया? ये सवाल अजीब सा लगेगा शायद. It might sound a little weird, but just wanted to understand your feeling, because mind-body connection is a very, very important connection. Just wanted to find out. Yes, Sneha ji, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे. अच्छा लगा. Okay. Okay. हाँ, Devashish.
For me, yeah, so I was just thinking, and which I keep thinking, is that, it's the body. I mean, who am I? Right? Am I the body? Am I the mind? Or am I a conscience which is beyond body and mind? Right? So, in the day, we look at ourselves in piecemeals. Right? When I start thinking, my mind wanders. So I think that mind or the wandering is me. Right? When my body aches, then I feel that, the body is me. The pain gives me that feeling. When it is the conscience which thinks about the body and the mind at the same time, right? It is about all the, preconceived experiences that we have carried along with the body and mind. And it makes a kind of a, I would say, neutral assessment, right, of what am I, right? So, what it gave me a feeling during this session was that, I could dissociate each of them and then start associating them. Right? And when I was doing that, I knew that I am in now, that is in the present moment, right? Trying to reevaluate who am I.
Thank you, Devashish. Thank you so much. Every time I listen to you, it's a
Yeah.
different understanding of the or perspective of the thought. So thank you for that. Aur koi, anyone else? Sanjay ji, curious to know from you. Sanjay ji, are you there? Okay, fair enough. Kahuli madam, any feelings? Could you communicate with your body? How was it? Kemon chilo?
It was okay.
Okay. What is okay?
Like we do yoga nidana, so we concentrate on each part of our body. So
Good. We communicate.
yes, so I could, focus on, particular point of my body.
Okay.
Nothing to share as such, like
Nothing to share. Okay, fair enough. Good. Thank you so much. Momita, I do not know whether you were a part of it because I saw you.
Yeah, it was a part of it. I just got disconnected for 1 minute.
Disconnected. Yes. Okay. So how was it for you? I mean, is it something different?
Actually,
Is it?
you know me that whenever a music is played, I only listen to the music. I cannot concentrate on any other thing. So I was concentrating on the music and that gives me joy. Today I have a very bad body ache. So that is, I'm conscious about that body ache, but it is not decreased.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Good in the sense, thank you for your sharings. Not good that you are having body ache. Sonali, any feelings, any particular thoughts? Sonali? Okay, fair enough. So what happens is, Sanjay ji,
What you
yes.
said, yeah. See, what I felt when you were giving this instruction, I was thinking the way when we meet anyone, any friend, any person, and then we always say hello, hi, you smile. The same thing is what you were expressing with the body and every part. First relax and then say hello, how are you? Give smile. So that is the connection is what I felt. What we do in the outside world, can that be done in the inside world? That's inside. Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yes, someone. Yes.
Okay. One thing is very true and strange for me. Whenever a music is played and somebody is giving instruction, I feel like just stop talking. I'm listening to the music. I don't like to take any instruction because that music only gives me joy.
Understood. Great. Okay. Okay. So if you can just listen to what everyone says, right? What each one of says, each one has a story to say. Each one has a story to say, right? I have a story to say. So when I listen to my body, body speaks every time. Body gives you a lot of sensations. So how does the body speak to you? How can you be in the here and now? That is what is the topic of discussion. It will be a very simple discussion, but certain informations which I will share with you. certain thoughts that I will be sharing with you, right? And you also share your thoughts, your feelings, your awareness about your body and mind and about the here and now. Body and mind are the proofs of your here and now, right? Is there anything else apart from that? Yes, there is one more thing, which is the breath. So your breath, your mind, and the body. Now, what is being said about here and now? I will talk about that. And how does the body speak to you? I'll give you a glimpse of it, and then you can take it forward in the next session also. So there are a lot of researches which are being done. You are aware of the research wherein two vessels of two glasses of water were kept in two bodies, and the researcher, he said good things to one glass and another, bad things or tough things to another glass of water. And when they were when they were taken, when scan was done of it, when it was looked into the particulars of water or the body of water, and then how do they look like, the water which was told good words, nice words, there were primarily in there was structure to the water. However, when tough words were told to the body of water, to that particular glass of water, it did not have a structure. I mentioned that in Quran we have the mention of Zamzam, the holy water of Mecca. Now the holy of water of Mecca, people say, or there are ponds, right? There are water. We Hindus, we have this water which is being spread on us after puja. We call it Shanti ke pani, Shanti Jal, or whatever, the water of peace. Now, why? What is water? Water is life. And what do we have in our body? 70% of our body is water, right? And if a glass of water can respond to gentle things and to things which are very tough, is it not very fair to think that our body, the blood in our body, the water in our body will also respond? So that is one. The second thing is communication. We feel that Momita was just talking of severe body ache, right? Severe body ache is a communication by the body. Bruce Lipton has done a lot of study on this. There is a concept, there is a thing called tension myositis syndrome, TMS. TMS is body pain. TMS is basically body aches or stretches in your body or tension in your body, which comes in again and again. If you really see, where do you feel most of the pain in your body when you feel it? Where is it? Have you realized it? Have you thought of it? Where do you feel the most of the pain in your body at all, if it is there? You can respond. Let us make it a little interactive so that you know.
Spinal cord.
Spinal cord. Okay. Okay. Who else? Anyone else? Migraine is a very common factor, pain in the head, a headache or something, shoulder pains, right? And have you seen
me? I have knee pains sometimes.
Knee pains. Okay. So you have knee pains, you have spinal cord, you have shoulders, right? Have you ever realized or seen whether you have muscle pain or not? Not much, right? So knee, shoulder, spinal cord, head, these are the 4-5 parts where you feel the most of the pain. Now, if you see each of these body part, what do? They carry our weight. Shoulders carry, so we say you're carrying too much responsibility on your shoulders, right? There is too much burden. So I do a lot of healing, and there are pains in the shoulders. And when I ask my clients or the people whom I'm talking to, what do you feel? What kind of weight it is? They are actually being able to tell me the weight. What is the weight like? What is the color shape of the weight which is on the shoulders? Now, where does this come from? How do you know this? These are all when you communicate with your body. When we communicate with our body, every pain tells us something. Every pain. There are pains which you go to the doctor and the doctor says that I cannot see anything, take this painkiller and come. Now what you are doing, you are actually, and it is okay, I'm not criticizing it, but what happens, I'm just talking of it. We take that painkiller, the pain subsides and we think we are okay, and after some times, after some days, the pain again springs back. Here is what the body is telling you. So, are you communicating to it? Is the body communication clear to you? That is very important, and that is being in the here and now. This is one part of the entire discussion which I wanted to do today. I do not know if you, so if there are any sharings which you want to do, please, if you can share it. Then I will be touching upon a glimpse on how does pain happen in the body, right? How does stress? So if you remember, we talked about the neuroscience of mindfulness, and we talked about two very important circuits, HPA, hypothalamus pituitary adrenaline axis, that is HPA. The second is SAM, sympathetic adrenal medullary system. Now, these two systems creates the stress. I mean, it works when there is stress in us. Now, if I ask you, okay, so I'll pause here, and if there are any thoughts which you want to share, does it, I mean, ring a bell in your mind about any pain that you are having, and suddenly is there any experience that you have? Is that you had a pain in your body, and when you thought of something, when you did some breathing, or when you touched it, rubbed it, the pain went away? Did it happen to you? Yes, no?
Rubbing does not help me.
What helps? So tell us what helps.
If I dance, it decreases actually.
So how does it decrease? Is it that something is, magic is happening?
No,
It is not. It is communication.
No, actually, I feel happy whenever I dance. And that is why
you feel happy. So if you see the words of Moumita, when I dance, I feel happy and the pain decreases without painkiller. So what is the painkiller here? What is the paracetamol? Where is the mind-body connection? The mind-body connection is in the happiness, is in the activity. So if you see the sequence, Sanjay ji, you would be probably understanding this a little more clearly. Sanjay ji, are you there? So you would be understanding a little more clearly, and Moumita also, that there is a sequence that you have just put. There is a sequence which you have just put. Dancing, feeling happy, pain reducing. So now you can work on when pain comes to you. If happiness takes away the pain, what pain? How does the pain come to you? What brings in the pain? When actually the pain happens, does the pain happen after an incident, after some time, in a particular moment, or how? Now, when we talk of this is what is being called here and now. What is anxiety? Say, for example, what is anxiety? Can someone explain to me what is anxiety in your own words?
Anxiety is not accepting the present state actually.
So can you tell me when you become anxious?
And I am expecting something, some kind of result, some kind of behavior from rest of the world, and that is not happening. So we become, I become anxious.
Okay. Okay. So anyone else? Thank you, Momita, for sharing. Sneha ji, Sanjay ji, Devashish, Sonali, Kakuli madam.
We feel anxious, like what is going to happen in future? Kya hoga,
Yeah.
kya hoga? Like, why is it happening? And other thoughts come to our mind.
Great.
So,
Very nice.
when you were saying this here and now, and I just recollected our classes of the NLP, and in the NLP, the one important point related to this anchor. So where you get anchored with. So the moment we're anchored with that happiness, and then that feeling and the whole thing then gets into that mode. That's the point I was just recollecting. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And what is anxious, being anxious to you, Sanjay ji?
Anxious where then feeling stress in some part of the body, and
when do you feel stressed?
even breathing patterns is even little faster. The mind is like running. Want to do
Mind
something
is
or the
running
other.
where? Mind is running where?
Want to do something for this to be completed, that is not completed, and then indirectly stress is getting created.
That
Okay,
is,
so yes, Momita.
yeah, that is the same thing I am telling you. Okay, I'm expecting something to happen or something to do, and some results I'm expecting, but that is not happening. So that makes me anxious.
Okay,
So apart from
great.
three scenarios, right?
Yes, Devashish.
Where we can perceive anxiety. One is like, something that has happened in the past, right? Which you have kind of put it, deep in your minds, right? I mean, somehow when similar event is going to happen, or is you anticipate is going to happen, then you relate the past event and you become anxious. Something untoward has happened, right? The other is like, present. For instance, you are having a heartbeat, you're having a pain in the chest, right? You become anxious in the present moment that am I going to have a heart attack, right? And there is another third concept is the future. So past, present, and the future. That I can see that in future something is, unholy is going to happen. Okay, and I start building and becoming anxious slowly and steadily. Again, based on my experiences of the past, I perceive that the future is going to have you're going to have a knockout in the future, right? I thought this is the way.
Yes,
I
thank
think
you.
like if you relate with past, it's very rare. Like we hardly go back, and we look forward. We look for the future, what is going to happen.
No, Momita, actually what happens is
This is Kakuli madam.
Past is built into the subconscious, which you will never understand, but it plays a role, right? Why do we, on certain things, why do we take a action not to do it, right? So it is based on the past experiences, which you may not be able to highlight, but it does happen through the subconscious mind, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you see, Devashish, when do you feel happy?
When do I feel happy? Okay. I'm just thinking. Let others say.
Okay. Okay. So let me come to Sneha. Sneha ji. Hanji.
Yeah, if suppose according to our wish, everything it's a happen, we are happy. And if we want to change it forcefully, then that anxiousness it is there.
Okay, great. Awesome. So if you see, anxiety is primarily the difference, the gap between now and the future, right? So how do we get anxious? How do we get anxious? Now, what happens in an anxious? Anxiety. So you make up a story, right? You write up a story that this is going to happen, that this is what I expected and this is not happening. So this is what happening to me. You make up a story. How do you make up a story? You see the images. There are three ways where I can understand what the other person is talking about, or even when you introspect, you can look into three things. First is the language that you are speaking. Second is the imagery, the visual part. What are you looking at? I am being shouted by my boss. I am reaching late in office. And this is what you do not get anxious because you reach late in office. You become anxious because when you think of the consequences that might happen if you reach office late, right? So the consequences are visual imageries, and then you play a language, and then it reflects in your body. If it is not reflecting in your body, there is no emotion. Emotion is minus, right? Emotion is just minus. Thought, when you see the imagery, when you have the words, language, and when there is a feeling in the body, this three creates an emotion, which is anxiety. Now, for example, how to be in the here and now. And when you do that, where the pains emerge? The pains emerge in generally these five parts of the body: head, shoulders, spinal cord, knees, and some particular muscle pains. There can be twitch in the muscles.
No, it happens to eyes also.
Okay, to eyes also. Fair enough. So it happens to eyes also. Okay. So I did not say that it does not happen anywhere else. I said primarily. So this reflects. Yes, eyes also. Okay. So when it happens, what happens actually is that the language, the visual imagery, that creates a sensation in your body. If you change the visual, the imagery, and the language, this feeling, this communication will also change. And being aware of that is what is the here and now. If I'm aware, to be in the here and now is to be aware. Yes, one would say that I'm aware of what will happen. No, you are not aware of what will happen. You are imagining what will happen. So there is a difference between being aware and being imagining. There are two differences. To be in the here and now means to be aware. Whenever there is an anxiety which is coming, if you ask three questions, this anxiousness, anxiety, I will not say it will go away. It might go away in most of the cases. The first question you ask is it happening now? Second, how do I know? So is it happening now? So is it happening now? That's shouting of the boss. It's not happening. Change the imagery. Change the imagery. How would you change the imagery? You think that you will be late. You know, you are going late. You will be reaching late to wherever you are going. But change the imagery and see the anxiety reduces, because it is the story which you are telling yourself. The moment we say this is going to happen, it's a story which you are making up. Yes, it could be because of past experiences. Again, I'm mentioning the name. Those who are interested, you can read his studies, Bruce Lipton. There is a beautiful book, and I always refer to books in my sessions, The Biology of Belief. Biology of Belief. There is another very important, nice book, which is called Body Keeps the Score. Although body does not have its own emotions. Body does not have its own emotions. It is the thought, the visual imagery which brings in the emotions. So just being in the here and now is being aware that I'm having a body pain. Now, as I speak, I will pause and ask you to Just scan your body and see if there is any body sensation or pain you are having. Okay, you did it. So if there is any sensation or pain, just focus over there. And as you focus, take 3 deep breaths, inhalation and exhalation. Exhale from your mouth, exhalation is a little longer. Now look at the sensation which you are having, the pain which you are having, right? So there might be some change in quality of the sensation or in the pain. There might be, right? Now, if you focus on the, just now what happened is when you took the breath, you slowed down yourself. And when you are focusing, you are in your body now. You are in your body. When the breath communicates with the pain or with the feeling or the sensation, it could be good things also. There is a change in the quality of what is happening in your body. There is a change in quality. Your words are very important. How many times in a day are you talking about that pain in the body? How many times of the pain, times in the day, are you talking, communicating to the body and working towards what the story you are telling? Every story has an impact in your body. Every story that you say. And these stories become a part of our life. So I was doing a session sometimes back and this gentleman was saying, I have a pain in the body, but I am fine. And the pain will go away now. And he was taking the session. And just as Momita, experiences the reduction of pain while she dances, when this gentleman was teaching us, taking the sessions, he realized that slowly the pain is going away. So it is the story that you tell. It is the story that we tell every day to us. So why did I ask Devashish to tell the story, the incident of happiness? Devashish, could you find when you are happy? Devashish, are you there? Okay, when he comes back, we'll ask him to share when he feels happy. Can anyone tells us? I mean, Snehaji shared. Yes, Devashish.
One thing I want to share. Acha, Devashish sir, बोलेंगे.
No, it's okay. I think he's not being able to unmute. You carry on.
Okay. I feel more happy whenever I reach Darjeeling. Right. That even thinking about Darjeeling makes me happy. So whenever I go to not any hill station, particularly Darjeeling, makes me happy. Whenever I think of happiness, I think of Darjeeling. Number one. Number two, that imagery makes me happy actually. Number two is I was very anxious because my son got very less numbers in half-yearly exam. And he will be giving his boards exam this year, So I was very anxious with these numbers, and his test exam will be happening in a couple of days. So, and I was anxious and I could not get rid of that thought. So I was thinking. Suddenly it changed. Suddenly I saw an autistic child, and suddenly I thought, he has got a very creative mind. if he gets less numbers also, कुछ ना कुछ तो कर ही लेगा. Something he'll do by his own, because he has got a creative mind. Actually, he can think, he can build something. He is very good in video editing, very good in many things. So maybe it may happen that he will get good marks. It may happen he will not, but he will do something. So I thought that that autistic child has given me this thought that this autistic child cannot even, maybe he can imagine, but ওই ইমাজিনেশনটাকে কোনো রূপ দিতে হয়তো পারছে না, right? But my son can do that, so I should feel lucky, and after that anxiety has gone.
Excellent. So see the stories that we tell every time to us. It is the story which created the anxiety. Nothing happened. What changed? Nothing changed. Omita's son did not do well. There is an exam after 2 days. What has changed? Has anything changed? Nothing changed. But the story that she made up in her mind, that changed. And that reduced the anxiety or the thing. So what we did, the gap between the here and now and the future, we changed the story, the gap over here, and it changed. So here and now is to be aware. What made her aware? Now she said very interestingly, the autistic child brought this feeling. No, you had this feeling that he is creative. Otherwise the question, the point of creativity would not have come. So this is someone cannot make you happy or someone cannot make you irritated. It is the story that you tell about that particular person that makes you feel happy or irritated. You had this feeling that my son is very creative. You only did not know that, yes, even she does. So what is the story? What will happen if he does not well? He did not do well now, so he might not do well in the future. After 2 days, the exams are there. And what is the consequence? The consequence made you anxious. What reduced the anxiety is again the consciousness. The consciousness about the consequences. If someone cannot do this because of some capability issue, my son has that capability and he will be able to do it. The comparison did it. Your mind did it, not the autistic child. So it is you who is the owner of the entire process. And if you see, if we now get deep into it, we will come into the body feelings, we will come into the pain, we will come into the thing, right? I will come to something very interesting, and you can see the recording once again, right? We are on the 55th minute or 56th minute. You can go back, look at the recording of what is happening. I'll mention to you now after some time. Yes, Devashish, any thoughts? When do you feel happy?
So a little different thinking. Probably it's for me and what I have acquired is probably the happiness. I mean, in the terms of anandam, right, which is defined in the Indian sense of things. So you get an absolute happiness not when you
when do you feel happy, Devashish?
When I see happiness in somebody else's face, right? I mean, when I see so I mean, even lay people like Mother Teresa or whoever, right? I mean, they didn't see the happiness within them. They saw the happiness through the other's eyes, right? A person in pain, you could do something for that person and you find the thing, you get the tears of joy. That is for me the absolute happiness. I cannot go on servicing and my needs and fulfill them and keep on getting happiness, because then I am likely to fall into a sadness and cyclic.
No, so let us stay in happiness. When do you feel happy apart from this? Because you moved from happiness to sadness, right? So when do you feel happy? You said when you look at a happy face, you feel happy. Say, when you see happiness in others,
small things.
Okay.
Small,
Great.
small things. When I see a child, his face smiling like this, right? And then, not really that what may not happen. So that can make me happy or sad. I mean, sad, but if things are met, then only we are happy. Then so what I mean is that when I see things which are pleasant to me, then I feel happy. Or when I hear
Great.
things pleasant to me, I feel happy.
Understood. 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 Very nice. Very nice.
Right.
So, if you hear Debashish when he was speaking about stress, you hear his voice, and when he talks about happiness, hear his voice. Also, if you see the words that he uses, the words that Momita uses, the words that each of us uses on being happy and being sad and being anxious, they are all related to their own stories. We all relate our own stories in when to be happy, when to be sad. And how do we know it? And Debashish sometimes back said that past experience. We hear that, there is a school of thought which says inner child healing. Yes, inner child healing sometimes is required, maybe. But if you see what changes, now listen to this very carefully. What changes is your where you are. When you feel, when someone feels the pain that, my father did this to me, my mother did this to me. What am I doing is, my body is here. Now understand this. My body is here, right? A 58, 59-year-old person's body. My breath is here. My mind is gone back. And what the mind has done is, these eyes have become that 7 years, 8 years old. Change this eye. How would you change this eye? By the story. And this is all done, which is done in therapy and healing. You change this eye, bring back the entire memory in today's time. In today's time, and the thought would change. And the thought would change. This is what the entire thing is. And how do you do it? Being aware of where you are, what you are. So when there is a stress, so I'm thinking the story that I have made, the visual plus imagery. When the visual plus imagery is being made, there is a chemical change in my body which happens, and that creates a feeling in my body, some emotional feeling. Emotion cannot be without body feeling. So when that feeling happens, it is because of the story. When I change the imagery or the word, the feeling changes because the chemicals that flows in my body changes. And when my chemical changes, my pain, my feeling, I will not say reduce or increase, that changes. That changes. One of the biggest ways of being aware is acceptance. And communicating with the body is another way of awareness. Ask the body. Ask the body. I'm repeating, ask the body. Why are you paining? Listen to it. Listen to it. It will give you the answer. Listen to your body. Ask him or ask her, what is that dancing brings to you? And listen to it. You will see an immediate change in the body. Immediate. It is the story that we tell, and the awareness of the story leads to happiness from the here and now. We will deal more with it in the next Sunday session, right? When I introduce a subject called Gestalt to you, and a part of it, and maybe the next Sunday I will be dealing with it entirely. However, one request to all of you who are there today and listening to this video is communicate with your body, smile at it, talk to it. Be aware of what is the story that you are telling. Change the visual, change the imagery. One way of bringing in awareness to the here and now, to say it is okay. Try this word, say this word, plan this word, it is okay. If my visual imagery is, there is a problem that can happen, whatever the consequences, and if you tell yourself it is okay, there will be complete awareness at that point of time. Yes, if you say if it is not okay, then also you are present now. If you say it is okay, then also you are present. However, the story of what you are telling, that changes the entire thing. In fact, what mindfulness does is, remember the definition of mindfulness, with which we will end the session today. Being aware of an object or focusing on an object with purpose for a certain period, non-judgmentally. Non-judgmentally. It is okay. So with that, we will close the session. And thank you for being there. If there's anything that one would like to comment on before closing, you're most welcome. Next Sunday, be there. And every day morning, we meet at 7:15. If time permits, do join us. Yes, Momita, you wanted to say something.
Particular what you said at the beginning, that is very important. And one of my friends had taught me the same lesson yesterday. She said, "Bihane porikha ke aajke?" She said, "Is today Bihan's exam is happening?" I said, "No, after 2 months, in February, he will be appearing for his course." She said, "So, is it today?" No, now. So, why are you thinking about that exam? So, that is very important, and that made me feel comfortable. So, it is a future date for which I am anxious today. So, asking question to myself, okay, is it present or is it future? So that solves the problem for that time.
Very nice. So anxiety is always about future. And anxiety is always being an astrologer and giving different visuals, imagery, language to the story. Change the story. Be aware of the story that you are saying. Change the story by accepting and saying, is it okay? Right? So thank you, everyone. Om Shanti. Let today be the happiest day. Hope this session has helped you in some way, right? Whatever way it is. And we will meet again tomorrow at 7:15. Thank you, Devashish, Sanjay ji, Momita and Kakuli. Let today be the happiest day. Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you.